Now guys, XR3i CABRIOLET. This is a real genuine car. Now I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman, the owner of this car, last year when he called off and said, when I'm ready to let go, would you handle the sale for me? I said, I'd love to. Now he's owned the car since I think it was since it was about 2 years old. I'm sure it's about 2 years old, but just do your checks and it'll tell you. But I'm sure he said about 2 years old. I'm sure he did. There's your VIN number. There's your extra plate. Now, the gentleman in question, the owner of this car, had a long military career, and it was purchased by a colleague of his in the armed forces. And basically, it was said, when you're ready to let go, give me a shout. So a couple of years later, or thereabouts, or whenever, he became the owner, and he's been the owner ever since. And so that's it. That's where we are with it, really. 90-odd thousand miles on the clock, I think it is. 90, yeah, 90 dead on. It's literally in its, I suppose you can call it, working clothes. He drove it here at the weekend. Him and his partner have property overseas, which they're going to now full-time. So doesn't want to take the car with him. I suppose the left-hand drive, right-hand drive would be an issue, wouldn't it? Really, a little bit. So he said, I promised I'd bring it back, and true to his word, he has. So there's some polish there on the floor. There's a hood cover there. We've got couple of keys there, couple of fobs. And it would valet up to make an extremely genuine car. Well, it's a genuine car already, but it would look, you could make this look an absolute eyeful. Now in the back we've got another tonneau cover. I think there was a choice of colours, so he's got another tonneau cover there, some jump leads, a car cover or two, a locking device, spare wheel, sorry, and a spare tyre. I think there's already a spare, yeah there is, there's already a spare wheel underneath there, and a bit of extra oil, so that's all there in the boot. Boot lid's all good, so that's that. Down the near side, there you go. So basically what we've got is just a super genuine XR3 Cabriolet that hasn't been messed about with, which is rare, isn't it? And they've normally had some issues, haven't they? I had some issues with one this morning, unfortunately, which I've had to send back to the vendor because I'm not very comfortable with something on the car. I won't go into details about it, but I'm not very comfortable with it. So I unfortunately had to ring the vendor and say it's not one for me. So there you go. Now I don't know if she's electric or manual. I never even looked before I got in. Oh bingo, she's manual, I think. Well, that's handy. Personally, I am not a lover of electric hoods. I honestly can't see the point in them, really. Oh, Brill, there she is. Manual hood. That's it. That's one less thing to worry about, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pleased about that. Now, to me, that would be a selling point, because the amount of electric hoods we get in that are faulty, not working, or just waiting to go wrong. So that's it in it. Box ticked. Now I haven't put all the covers on and folded it down properly, obviously, because I've just got one spare hand at the moment, videoing with the other. And the idea of these videos are just to show you guys exactly what we've got, and then you can come down and make your checks and so forth, can't you? But what I can say, it is a very genuine car from an extremely genuine guy. He kept his word from last year and said when I'm ready, and he had probably about a 5-hour round trip at least, I think, probably a bit more, to bring it back to us, but man of his word. So there we are. So a very genuine Escort Cabriolet. still see the spot weld marks there on the wheel arch. And you can just see them on there as well. So there you have it. Please come down and have a look. I think they're good value for money. They're about half the price, aren't they, of a fixed head, which is a little bit strange, whereas most drop heads are twice the price of a fixed head, but with these and Astras and things, they are about half the price, which I think makes them extremely good value for money when you find a nice one. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, most of them have issues, and they almost become a fish pond, don't they? They leak in, and dampness and all the rest of it that goes with it. This one doesn't appear to be in that bracket at all. Looks a right nice thing. Very quiet on the engine, as you can hear there, ticking over. So just a nice genuine car. It's not trying to be anything, and it's not. It's just come straight from the owner. It is what it is. Private entry, 5-hour round trip to bring it to us. What more can you ask for? Just a proper little car. If you are making a purposeful trip, I have started to add on the end of these videos, just touch base with the office, because we haven't had any issues, but before we do, COVID is still fairly active, isn't it? Certainly within the schools with the children and things. The girls in the office have children at school, and you know what happens, they bring it home, it goes on, it comes. I don't want you to make a 5-hour round trip like this guy to find that we've had to shut down for a COVID ping or something. So do make a quick call. We will accommodate as much as we possibly can. We're open 7 days a week. We're here early, we're here until late. So there's a massive window for you to come down and have a look, and I really do think you should. Go and have a look at one or two others as well. See what you get for your money, see what you normally get, and then come and have a look at this one. Thank you.